Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computers and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I can remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Old Bag, this is the first I'm hearing of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin cross-examination. Oh, I'd say that was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. The day after I finish... What? Another job? That's right. I checked all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I looked closely over every one of their photos the security camera takes. Do you back up all these security camera data? Something? Well, they keep telling me to, yes, but those computers are just so frustrating. Throw out photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see?
I like computers more than people. They're easier to deal with.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, I can tell just by looking at their faces. Put up a picture of that Family Guy clip with the border guard with the okay to cross and not okay to cross.
Oh yeah, that will be perfect.
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. What? I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one of the photos that day. A photo of who? Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Dun dun dun!
The worst of the worst.
A steel set.
They must be executed on sight.
Yes, all fanboys must be dealt with. A Steel Samurai fanboy. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging out. One was there that day. Wait a second. Did you just say no one else could get in? Like the main gate so no one would get in. Those are your words! Well, okay, you must have.
Choke on him! Choke on him!
There was a drain that goes into the employee area. I knew about that. Grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside. And Noel, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? Yes. I told you they were freaks. Oh.
I think they're actually rat people.
And they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids. So on the photo you erased, there was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. We all know 2nd or 3rd graders are immoral and completely capable of murder.
Quote Sundowner. Kids are cruel, Jack.
Yeah. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was Steel Samurai dragging his legs, and the other was the boy who looked to be in 2nd or 3rd grade. Yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think.
But not impossible.
It's quite heavy.
Not impossible. It's improbable, but not impossible.
Oh, yes. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Heck, what's going on? I mean, the boy there would make him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. The District Court.
District Court
Defendant's
defendant
lobby. Number 3. Mr. WP. Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know?
Well, a minute, here's a question. Where is that white thing coming from? That he's holding? Like when he grips him at his chest? What the hell is he holding? That's see? What is that?
Is he grabbing the scruff of his undershirt?
Really elastic fucking undershirt there.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, I guess.
Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really? What? Shouldn't you take better care of your stuff? I couldn't imagine anyone would want the Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. The only suspect. You're the only suspect. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time.
Intent, play this game longer. Damn slave to video games.
Yes, yes. We'll start targeting somebody else so that it could conceivably have done this. Right, the little kid! And then, it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we could get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean?
Operation Alpha Beta Quadrant, in effect.
Order 66. The court will now reconvene to try Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edwards, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy, roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do not have. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed the crime. Call for a verdict of guilty on the defendant of Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Oh wait, that was not a gasp. I'm fucking this up. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts. Defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed the crime. Me!
I accuse you, Mr. Judge!
You were there! Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. I mean, it must, if you can get them off.
The last 2 cases had 3 accusations on innocent people.
I know, right? If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
Maya, quick, eat them!
The assistant girl, the grade school boy, the security lady. Someone who's obviously innocent.
They might not be the killer, but we need someone who's suspicious enough to fit the profile.
Huh. The security lady would be a bad choice.
Why is that?
I guess not, really. I mean, if she erased her, because, like, if it wasn't Mr. Powers in the suit, it would be that guy, right? Like,
What guy?
The guy who wasn't Mr. Powers, who was crossing the way in the picture. If it wasn't him, unless he was like sleepwalking.
Let's assume for now it's not Mr. Powers in that suit.
Yeah, but the man in the photograph wasn't exactly one of the three options I have here.
No, it's probably the question is who would be in the first photograph?
That's the question.
Sort
So
of. Think about
I
this.
need to toss an accusation at the grade school boy.
No, because here's the thing: the only evidence we have that there was a grade school boy there was a witness testimony.
Was the security lady.
For all we know, she deleted that photo, but there's no proof that it was actually a boy on it.
Oh. Yeah. But the judge is like, if you say someone who's obviously innocent, none of these people are obviously innocent. The grade school boy might not exist, to be sure, but none of these people are obviously innocent. The security lady could have deleted even a third photograph that we don't know about.
True. Which makes her more conspicuous.
Yeah.
She had full manipulation. In fact, it's her witness testimony that's pinning the crime on Will Powers.
That is true. But the assistant girl was saying that someone from the outside was there, but she doesn't matter.
Correct. So,
yeah.
what are you gonna choose?
The security lady. She's the one with all the power in the situation. It's the security lady. Who? You! Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene. There's only one person other than Mr. Powers and Mr. Hammer who knew about the injury. Security Lady Oldbag. Is this true? That's a missile bag to you. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. No one has an alibi.
My slogan is no one is innocent, but not everyone is guilty.
We could have briefly left her. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, and then slipped into the studio. Did you look at the physique of the person wearing the costume?
The costume's pretty bulky. The physique of the person doesn't really matter.
But he's got a sleeve off. She would go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume, said the runner. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. She was in the costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see, excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes too, baby.
Which is ironic considering Sherlock Holmes is an actual character in this series.
Really?
Yeah, in the most recent game, Dai Gakuten Saiban, which takes place like 150 years back in Japan. Your character travels to London, where he meets Sherlock Holmes.
Interesting.
Who becomes your investigation partner.
Interesting. Is this the part
I think
where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection of some damning new evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this whole thing away.
press. Always. Very rarely should you ever back down.
Oh, yeah, okay. The very same reason that makes Mr. Powers the suspect in this case can be used to cast out Miss Oldbag's actions that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks clear motive too. Indeed, I get it. The windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just 1 minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. It's only a grade schooler. Though, as you said, a second or third grader, as it was. That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin an old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, it's not likely the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh. Or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to the elders? Or what?
Is it nice to, is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders?
Oh, okay. I have proof! Proof? What proof? Then let's see this proof. You have proof that shows the you. I mean, look at the. Does that look like a kid? Does that look like a little kid? Does that look like a little kid to you? What other evidence do I have? The key card for the studio employees. The guide map.
One moment.
Dressing room. They sneak into the dressing room and they go across to Studio 1.
I can't remember. I think it's either the key card or the spear. I think it's the key card, but I could be the spear.
But the murder weapon has a break in the shaft that's been mended with duct tape. This is the spear.
I don't think it's the photo. I think it's key card or
Key
spear.
card. They're received from the staff room. Received from the staff
Yeah, I think it's the key card. It's the key card because a kid wouldn't have a key card to get into Studio 1 in the first place.
Yeah, the staff room. Well, if you went through the
grate is over in the employees area.
Yeah, the
opposite
grate's
the
in the
dressing room.
employees area.
But to get into Studio 1, where the body
He would
was
have
found,
needed a
he
key
would need
card.
the key.
Yeah. Maybe it's the detective's badge.
We don't have a detective's badge.
God damn it! How many times have I said that instead of
3?
Instead of attorney's
4
badge.
maybe. Present.
Take that. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a key card to enter Studio 1. Could the boy with no formal relation to the studio have a key card? I see. Well, the witness care to comment on this? Oh. The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. The court suspends the proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Richards, please find out more about your witness. Miss Windy, so what was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. Court adjourned.
I think that's it for day 1. Oh wait.
Wait a second. I'm not just gonna sit here and run while you run off barking up the wrong tree. I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. Bag wants to talk. This old bag. What is this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there is something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? This wasn't Edward who told me not to talk. Well then, testify! In his testimony, my lips were sealed. Global Studios wants me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people in the studio on the day of the murder. They said it had nothing to do with it, see? They told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you were going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is critical information. Why did you keep it from the court until now? You've been listening. They told me to shut my trap. And I always do what I'm told. Oh, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. The witness has
the power
of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. You? Quiet? Not very likely. So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studios, the TV bigwigs, no less. Didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in on it. We were all in on it. Wait, what does that mean? We were all in on it. There were some other people on the studio that day of the murder. Who were these people? Well, the director...
Where is she?
Well, the director or the producer, for starters. The director. You should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scenes without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
It's not like we're all experts in cinema here.
So where were these people?
You, but that's...
Well, I mean, you know, if the actors already... Oh, wait, she did say that they had the particulars figured out before noon, and then they went on it, which means they didn't arrive on set with the particulars figured out. They would have needed the director. The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime. They had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There's a Studio 2. Isn't it on the goddamn map? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, literally just went there.
You thought the... If you go through the gate... If you go through the gate all the way to the left... The path where the monkey's head's fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright... Would you like to continue your cross-examination? Oh, well, I mean, of course I'm gonna continue. Why would I stop here? They said they had nothing to do with it. Why the fuck would they bring that up? So big, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. They gave me a little bonus on the side. You got bribed?
Continue. Just finish it.
Why the fuck would I stop? That's dumb. That's like...
I mean, admittedly, I don't know if this is going to affect anything. We'll just keep going, but let's see.
No harm getting as much information as I can.
I know. It's...
The studio wanted me to keep quiet about something. Oh wait, did I just restart?
Yeah, just go. Just don't, you don't need to press, or I guess you could. Just fast forward through this.
Yeah.
Okay, just click the arrow till the end.
And then present my attorney's badge, right?
No.
I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. For an old windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can.
How do we trigger that thing again where we can take a break?
Oh, fuck.
Scoot. Scoot. There, that one. Press it.
actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. Before the cops came. Grumble, grumble. I'll kill this woman, I swear it. Wait, how can I hear his internal monologue? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Edgeworth and Phoenix are actually psychic.
Sorry for Edgeworth almost. Edgemost? She really left him hanging on this one. They're accusing me. I'm not letting them get off scot-free. What does that mean? Them? Who were these people? The director and the producer, for starters. Director. Yeah. I get it. Just
yeah, just hold it down. Here we go through all this really quickly. Yep. Please. Okay.
Take a break. On the end, there were others at Global Studios on that day in question. The director and the producer, some bigwigs, were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather more information about the witness and Miss Oldbag. And now I am Obama. More information about these people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trials of Mr. Will Powers. That is, court is adjourned.
That is, court is adjourned.
Yeah. Fuck the rest of the words in that sentence.
Fuck everything. Fuck the word fuck. I don't need it. I'll replace all the words fuck in this refrain with chainsaw.
Oh god, I heard that song in AMV Hell.
I love that song. It's really creative. Okay, let's finish this up for today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Really, it's nothing. Or should I say...
Or should I sniff you?
Well, I'll be going down to the studio to do some more investigation. We will find out more about the director and the producer. They'll turn up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. You know, this is my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it have really been the old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was really her. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time to get back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's go down to the studio. Well, I mean, he hasn't been cleared. Why is he not going back to the detention center?
He is.
Oh, okay.
We are going down to the studio. That was Phoenix talking.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Thanks, guys. Sniff.
And there we go. I think we can call this session for the first half of 1-3.
Yes.